Hello Flosstube, welcome to my channel, Chris Crafts. I'm back today. I didn't do a video for May. Just had a lot of, my sister had a lot of doctor's appointments. We were working, getting some paperwork and stuff done. Just a really busy month, so I didn't get a Flosstube video done last month. And today is June 11th, and I'm just going to show progress on current WIPs, some WIPs off the WIP shelf, and some more finishes that I have that I am working on. So let's get started. The first one I have some progress on is the 2026 Fox and Rabbit Stitch Along, and I did February, I've done January, and I've just, as you can see, I've only done a few stitches for March. So I need to maybe try to pick that back up after I finish. I'm working on a current project that's hopefully going to be a Christmas present, so once I finish that one, I may try to put some more stitches in on Fox and Rabbit Stitch Along, because that's March, and April, May, and June have come out, so I'm pretty behind. The next one I've been working on is, this is a project by, there's a Facebook group, Romys Creations, and she's a designer, and her Facebook group, if you join her Facebook group, she has a lot of free designs in the files section of her Facebook group. So I got this design off the off of her Facebook group in the files, and it says it's going to say take me to the beach, and this is my progress so far. So I'm down here, I'm going to be working more maybe later today on the water, trying to get that filled in. So that's from Romys Creations. And then I showed you before, I was doing a dish towel with the this is Prarie Schooler Designer Series pastel borders, and I'm doing this one down here with the pineapples. And I didn't get much done, but I have done a little bit more, and I started on this one and messed it up and had to frog, so that's why there's not as much progress. Let me put these on the floor so they don't go falling in the floor. And then I've had One Nation by ByGone stitches in a bag I got from Garage Stitchery for quite a while, 3 or 4 years maybe, and I had done some of the stars, and I've now started going over and doing the states. My stars they call for ecru, but I did my stars in B5200 because I really wanted them to show up better and pop. So, and then I've come over and I've done Delaware and Pennsylvania, and I'm starting on New Jersey. So the fabric, I believe it's Haunted 18 count from 1, 2, 3 stitch. I'd have to go back to my order history and check that out because I'm not positive. And then I did, let me think, last week, I guess it was one night last week after work, I pulled out the books a day temperature chart and stitched the May books and got them all back stitched. So that one's done, and it will not come out again until the first part of July to do June books. I usually wait till the end of the month. Like I waited till the first part of June to do May, because I like to wait till the end of the month to record, write down all the high temperatures, and then stitch the books. I could, I guess, stitch them during the month, but I don't do mine that way. I did one of those for 2025, and doing one for 2026, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to probably try to do one for 2027. If I do one for 2028, I'm going to have to adjust February because it's a leap year and it has one more day than the pattern shows, so I'll have to adjust the books for February to make everything fit. Then today I want to make some project bags, and I've got some fabric I got at Hobby Lobby for like $3 a yard. It was on sale, so I got like 2.5 yards of that, and I'm going to go buy the video from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch on YouTube and make some project bags. So today I was looking at the rotary cutters, and they were a little pricey, more than I had today, so I couldn't get them, but I did find one that was on clearance for $12, and this is the one I got, and it's by Westcott. It's a Westcott rotary cutter, so I'm very excited about that, and I got a zipper for the bag. So oh, I forgot I had one more project that's a current WIP, and that is the 2026 Mystery Stitch Along from the Cross Stitch Studio. Now the Cross Stitch Studio, Betsy and Mark have retired, and the catalog is now with Sarah Payne at Pain Free Crafts. So all the designs from the Cross Stitch Studio, all the patterns from the Cross Stitch Studio are with Pain Free Crafts. And I believe you can get PDFs. You can also, I believe, get a kit. You'd have to go to Pain Free Crafts website and look at the patterns for Cross Stitch Studio and see how they offer the patterns. I do know you can get a PDF for those. And the Mystery Stitch Along will continue until June of 2027. So I'm very behind. There's been 11 or 12 pages put out, and I'm on page 3. So I'm really behind on this one. But my goal, they were having monthly challenges until May, the end of May. And my goal for May was to finish page 2, which I did accomplish. And I'm not probably going to work on this right now because I'm trying to get that one design done for Christmas. And I have one more thing I want to do for Christmas. And then, of course, as I've said before, I have the Thomas Kincaid tree skirt, which I have to sit down and look and see, really follow the instructions on that one, because there's some places where you stitch and some places where you do French knots, which means I'm going to have to get beads for those because I cannot do French knots. I've tried and tried and tried, and I just can't get it. So let me show you my progress on the stitch along from the Cross Stitch Studio. So I have done the first 2 pages, and over here is where I've started page 3. So that's my progress on that one. And this one may come out again over the summer once I get the Christmas present done. So we'll see. I know my plans for 2027 are to try to get some of my works in progress worked on, maybe not finished, but some progress on them. And I want to say I have 35, 30, maybe 36 works in progress. I've found one, which is Christmas Donkeys in the Barn, and it's like a mini, that's the mini size I have. And that one is not on the WIP shelf that I have. So I'm not sure if that one will get worked on in 2027 or not. I'd like to get it worked on because I'd like to gift it to someone. But it just, it'll all depend on how the year goes. And if I'm doing the books a day temperature chart, that will take some of my time every month to get that done, the books done. But the books a day temperature chart, usually the books take about maybe 2 hours for me because I'm a slow stitcher. And then the back stitching only takes like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. So I may may try to work on that gifting one. I want to try to get done for someone. So now I'm going to move on to the WIP shelf and pull out some of these that are on the WIP shelf. And this one I've had for a while, and somehow when I moved I managed to bring it with me, but I don't have the pattern, so I may have to go look for that. And it has some stains on the fabric, but this is it's Evergreen Plantation. It's a plantation in Louisiana, and I need to try to see if I can find the pattern because it's not finished, and I'd really like to find the pattern so I could finish that one. I like that big house and would just really like to finish that one. The next one, you'll have to excuse the zipper on this one. Some of them are in project bags like this that were gifted to me from my best friend, and some of them are in gallon storage bags, and this one's in a zipper project bag. And this is the fabric, and this is for Halloween Witch, I think it is, by the Cross Stitch Studio. I've got all the floss in here in the fabric. I just haven't started it yet because I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do some of the WIPs I already have, but I have everything kitted up for this, and it may get started maybe not next year, but maybe the year after. We'll see. And then this one, I don't know if oh yeah, I may have shown this before. This is Benji Tiger. I think I may have shown this before. This is what it's going to look like. And this is how far I've gotten. This is a kit from Busilla, Plaid Busilla. So that's on the WIP shelf, and that's that one. Now the next one, I don't think I showed this. This is the Fox and Rabbit 2020 stitch along, and I'm only on part 4. So that's how much I've gotten done so far, and I'm doing it on Blush Lugana. Believe there's something on here. I believe it's 25 count, and it's being done with DMC 321. So I ordered the fabric from Charting Creations for that one, and that's on the WIP shelf. This one, I'm not sure if this is done or if I need to do more, and I'm not sure where the pattern is. I have the pattern here somewhere, I'm sure. I just not sure where it is exactly, and I haven't gone looking in my stash to see if I could find it. But I believe that's Notre Dame. This is an older pattern from before the fire, and I'm not sure what this is, or if it is done, or what's going on with this. Oh, the border, I believe, is what needs to be done on this one, and I'm not sure where I got this pattern, but let me hold it back a little bit. So all that needs to be done is, see if I can hold it up. This border on the side goes all the way around, so I believe all I have to do is finish that border, and I can copy it from what's already there and get it going around, and that will be finished. Zip that back up. This is just a pattern from, it says Symbols of Virginia, and it's from Kathy, designs by Kathy, and she's from Richmond. And I'm not really sure where I got that pattern. I probably ordered it from her, saw it on a post or something and ordered it from her. This is my book, 100, it's a Little Things That Count, 100 Mini Designs by Gloria and Pat. And this just has, I have the DMC, but then I ordered the CXC floss to try to use for the patterns in here. And I've got a bunch of them already done. So if I do some more of those this year or next year, I'll probably try the CXC and see how that is. This is a 2-in-1 stitch kit. It came from my best friend. She had a subscription to the World of Cross Stitching, and this was in there at some point. She gave it to me, and it comes with the little hanger and the floss and the fabric and the needle and the instructions. So that's that one. And this one, this is Mini State Posies, and on the back are all the state flowers. And well, I just dropped that in the floor. I've done one, and I'm trying to, it was supposed to be done and sent off quite a while ago for my best friend's mother, but that didn't happen. So may try to make sure if that gets finished, you know, fully finish that and send it off for Christmas this year to her. This is, let's see what this is. Oh, this is a Carolyn Manning, and I started in the middle, and I'm you know, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue in the middle or if I'm going to restart this. This is Amethyst by Carolyn Manning. It's one of the Shooting Star collections. It's a lot of purples, and I love purple, so that's why I decided to do that one. And it's a very small start. I'm not sure which way it goes. I'd have to really look at the pattern and look at where I am, and I don't know if you can see. There's my very small start on that one. That one was started, oh, let me think, 2023. So, and that one was in storage until I moved last year, and that's when I found it, when it came out of storage. This is going to be for a design out of the 2025 Halloween magazine, or the 2024 Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine. I got the fabric at Liberty Hill Needleworks in Williamsburg. It's needle bling, and its color is suede. It's like a brown, and I got all the floss colors but one to do a pattern out of that Halloween Just Cross Stitch magazine for my friend. And haven't even started it yet, so not sure when that will happen. Some of these are on the WIP shelf because they're kitted up. Even though they're not WIPs, they're kitted up and they're ready. They're mainly ready to be stitched. So some of them haven't been started, and then there are other ones that are definitely WIP. So when I go next year to work on the WIP shelf, I will be pulling out projects that have already been started and that need progress. Not any of these that are kitted up and have not been started. I will not be probably working on, except I may start Ode to Libraries by Heartstring Samplery, just because I love that one. But some of them, you know, will not be started next year. I want to put some progress in on the ones I have. I'd especially like to make some progress on the 2020 Fox and Rabbit Stitch Along. Excuse me. And somewhere in a notebook I had written down, Fox and Rabbit had initials on the pattern for 2020, and they said you could change the initials. So I wrote down what their initials were, and then beside it I wrote the initials I wanted to do for my family. And I've got to go and look through my notebooks and try to find that list. So now I want to show you some of these are finished. They're not fully finished objects. Oh, I did finish another pillow. And it was gifted on somebody's birthday in May. So I did finish that. So I'm going to get my tablet and I'll pull that up and show it at the end. These other ones are, I can't remember if I might have showed these before, but I'll show them again. This is from that, it's a thing, Little Things That Count from Gloria and Pat book. This one, I think I showed these before, these little angels. And then there's I think this is, I'm not sure what, if that's a cheerleader or what. Some of these have stuff on them. So let me get this tablet opened up. And then I've only completed 2 projects from the Cross Stitch Studio. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 are WIPs in progress. And this is one of the ones I completed. And this is Dear Santa from the Cross Stitch Studio. I don't know if you can, let me go back so you can, I don't know if you can see it. It says, Dear Santa, before I explain, how much do you know already? And then it has the bulbs at the bottom. I don't know if you can really see that very well, but it's on a huge piece of fabric. I'm probably going to have to cut the fabric down if I decide to get it framed, or I might make it into a pillow. I'm not sure. That may depend on things. We'll see. This is another from the Little Things That Count, the Gloria and Pat book. And this one is from, this says Best Mom Ever, and this is from a design from a Ukrainian designer, and I ordered it, went on her Etsy site and ordered it, and I can't for the life of me remember her name. This was from a Christmas book sometime. All this stuff has stuff on it. And this is just a Christmas wreath. And then this one was done some time ago. And it's just like a little deer sampler. And I'm not sure who the designer is for that. This is Witch's Brew. And I'm not sure where I got that one from. Here's another of the Best Mom Ever. And this is another one of those deer samplers. Apparently I did 2 of those. This has stains all over it and it needs to be washed. So that's St. Charles trolley or something. It's a New Orleans design. And this is a mandala I did it in blue, but I really would love to do one for my best friend. Her favorite color is orange, so I'd love to do one for her in orange. And just, it's so small I could really frame it instead of, I could frame it instead of doing it another way. I can't get this to, let me see if I can get this tablet to work. Okay. And, oh no, it's on the camera. Let me see how I get to the camera. So I've done 2 pillows. I did the Tahiti one that I've showed you in the first or second video, and then this picture's not very good. My tablet for some reason doesn't take good pictures, but this is Hot Cocoa Season from Imaginating, designed by Ursula Michaels, and it says, "'Tis the season for cookies and hot cocoa." And I gifted it to that person on the 18th of May, and they have basically been sleeping with it every night since I gifted it, so that's always nice. And as for plans, I'm planning to continue working on the beach design and on One Nation. One Nation is one that's been sitting on the WIP shelf also, and I just decided to pull it out and put some stitches in it. I was really trying to get the stars finished, and I got all the white done, and then for each of the stars you have to go around the stars in the middle and do blue. So I got all that done, and then I was like, well, you know what, I may as well go to the right and start working on the flag and put in the state names. So I did that. I do need some more 304 for that design because I only have one skein on a bobbin right now, and so I need more. And I also am going to do Virginia in... Oh, I got somebody trying to call me. I tried to block them, but it's not working. I've also got... I'm going to do Virginia in blue because that's where I was born and raised and where I live. And I can't find any of my recent haul. I'll have to get it together and show it to you next video. But I ordered 20 count toe beans from Be Stitch Me, and Brandy sent a sample of some blue silk, and I'm going to use that blue silk for the Virginia in One Nation and do my Virginia in blue instead of what's called for, just because that's my state. I've lived here almost all my life. I did live in New York for 2 or 3 years while I went to school, and then I stayed after I finished school and worked a year. And I did live in Florida for 6 months, and I lived in Ohio when I was a baby. But I'm just going to do Virginia in blue and do the other states and the colors they call for. So hope to work on One Nation and work on the beach design and get that done. And I do have my current WIPs in like a tote container on top of the WIP shelf, and I think the only thing in there that I didn't work on was Need More Copy, which I did go the other day and get the rest of the floss colors I need for page 1 for that one from Hobby Lobby. And I'm not sure what else is in that WIP box. I know I know Need More Copy is in there. Oh, Heaven Bereavement is in there, which I have not worked any more on that. I did the toe beans I ordered is going to be, I'm doing one on blue for one daughter, and I'm going to do the one on toe beans for the other daughter. But I have to do a floss toss on the toe beans because there's a color 353 or 352, and I want to make sure it's going to show up on the toe beans, and if it's not, I'm going to have to choose a different color to do that part of the design in. So those are my plans for the rest of this month, and basically I'm trying to get progress on the current WIPs. Once I finish the beach project, and then I may pull out the Fox and Rabbit and try to get March done on that. I am doing my Fox and Rabbit Stitch Along 2026 Stitch Along in one color, 318, a gray. So I would like to get more progress on that. I know I'm very behind, but I really enjoy their stitch alongs. And this one is a band sampler, which is really fun. I didn't do 2017, which was their band sampler. And I have all the designs. I did find 2023. So I have the full design for 2023. So I think the only one I'm missing from Fox and Rabbit is 2017, because I did order a couple of years ago. I ordered 2018 and 2019. I had 2020, 2021, 2022. I found 2023, and I had 2024 and 2025. For Fox and Rabbit stitch alongs, if you download every part during the year, then you don't have to pay for it after it's over. 2018 and 2019 I had to pay for because I didn't download it every month. So, but it was $10 to get a PDF of 2018 and 2019. So it wasn't that much. It's very reasonable. And I hope to next year make progress on that 2020 stitch along. I'd love to see that finished. It's so beautiful. And that fabric is, it's blush Ada, so it's very, very light pink. It's just beautiful. So I'd like to get that one finished if I could. And the next time I see you, I may have another pillow done. Let me show you. I got fabric to make a pillow from Old Friend. So this is the fabric I got. It's a pink, and Old Friend is on toe beans. So this is Old Friend from Teresa Kogut on toe beans, and this is the pink fabric I have to do the backing. So hopefully that one will be I'll be able to show you the pillow of that one next time. I may have to take a picture from my sister's phone, because I have to record on my phone and my tablet does really not take a good picture. So I may, if my sister will allow me to do so, I may take a picture of the finished pillow from her phone and use her phone when I record my video to show you what the pillow looks like. My tablet just, it washes out. It just, I don't know if it's the color or what. So I don't know if I may have to invest in a new tablet or what. I may have to. I hate to do it, but it may end up being a necessity. The one I have is a Lenovo, so I'll have to do some research or whatnot if I decide to purchase a new one, but that might be put off till next spring or so we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe if you're so inclined. And thank you so much for sticking with me for these 34 minutes while I talk about my cross stitch. I am working on a crochet scarf, and I may show that next time. I also do scrapbooking, but I haven't done anything with the scrapbooking except make a couple of cards. So that may come up at some point, but I may show some things at some point, but I'm not going to go into that on this video because it's already pretty long right now. So, and I try to keep them not as long. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.